Greetings and welcome. These smartphones are amazing these days. There's almost nothing that you can't do with them. If you're like me, you're probably using your phone to do your banking. But I don't trust my money to what I see on the small screen, and I certainly don't trust the people that I pay or my bank to get it right every time. Every year, millions of dollars are lost by people like me and you through mistakes by our bank and our vendors. Likewise, when they make mistakes, or even when we make mistakes, the bank takes this as an opportunity to charge us billions of dollars in fees. Now, if you're a young person, your banking situation may be relatively simple. A couple of deposits and a few ATM withdrawals every month. But trust me, soon you're going to get that big job and things are going to get a lot more complicated. If you've got a minute, I'd like to show you just a few tips that'll help you to keep things organized and to avoid those fees, saving you money and to prepare you for taxes. So maybe you're using your phone exclusively to check transactions or to look at your balance, or maybe you're using your computer at home or perhaps your laptop. But I want to offer a couple of easy steps that are going to help you to look for mistakes, to avoid fees, and to get ready for taxes. The first thing is to keep physical register pages, to enter every transaction into this journal. Now, if you have checks, you've been given this, whether or not you use them or not. If you don't have checks, just ask your bank. They'll probably give you a book for free to get you started. The other thing you're going to need is your statement. Now, you might be getting one of these in the mail, or you might be getting an email notification from your bank that it's available. If that's the case, print it out, because what you need is a physical copy along with your register pages to balance your checkbook. I'd like to take you through a few simple steps of keeping an account in balance. These are blow-ups of a check register and a corresponding bank statement. You can see that each of them is broken up into sections. The register, where we're keeping track of our daily transactions, all of our debits and credits, is broken up by columns. You can see check numbers where we have them, dates on every transaction, accurate descriptions, debits where we have money going out, credits where we have money coming in, and our corresponding balance. The bank statement is also broken up into sections, but it's broken up by columns. You can see that the top section above my yardstick here is a summary of activity. The only number we'll be interested in here really is the balance. Now you can see that's 1,070. Doesn't look anything like our number as of right now, but that's okay. We're going to balance in a different way. Then you also have sections for deposits and credits, checks, ATM card withdrawals and purchases, online and electronic deductions. So what we want to do here is just a matter of steps, is we want to record everything that the bank is showing on our check register, and we have a column that is labeled code to do just that. Alright, so what we're going to do, again, we're going to ignore the top section, we're going to get right into the activity. So we have two deposits on 9/15 and 10/1 for $580. Now I like to use the month of the statement, alright, just in case we have a problem and we want to go back and look for it. We don't want to be confused by activity from the prior months, for example, from August or July or June. We also have this interest credit that we're getting for the use of our money. So very generous on their part. We need to add 2 cents right here, which brings our balance to $420.02. And just to keep our colors straight, we'll put that down as interest, and that is occurring on 10/1. All right. So the next section is our checks. We've got check for $425, number 560, 9th month, 562 for $75, 9th month, and 563 for $85 in the 9th month. Starting to make some headway here. All right. Now, ATM check card withdrawals and purchases. We have two ATM withdrawals for $60 on 9/9 and 9/23. We might have a lot of those, so we don't want to get the wrong ones. 9/9, 9/23. We've got those recorded. And now we have online and electronic deductions. We paid our power bill online for $110 on 9/11 or 9/12 as they've recorded it. Got to be the same one. And we have a $20 service charge. And again, these are the kind of things that we're looking for. We kind of expected this one as much as we don't like it. But any activity that the bank is showing, we need to get into our check register. And again, we're really looking for problems. In this case, we kind of expect this. So we need to put in a debit. In this case, it's in this column for 20. And this is a service fee
And that brings us back down to 402. All right, so now we've picked up all the activity from our bank statement. So where does that put us? We still don't have any numbers that look alike. So here's the secret. What we want to do is we want to look in this column here, and we want to look for where there's a decrease in activity. Now these have both occurred in 9 as well, so we need to mark those. But still we have kind of a break in activity right here. So I'm going to start this stop on this transaction, this balance of $500, okay? I have a calculator here. So we're going to start with $500. Now we're going to look for activity that the bank is not reflecting. So first we go up, and we see this check right here has not been turned back to the bank. So that will still be in our balance as far as the bank is concerned, $10. We need to add that to our $500, all right? Then we're going to look below the $500 and look for activities that the bank is reflecting, all right, but are not reflected in this $500, all right? So first off, we have this big one here. We've got a deposit for $580. So we need to add that on. And as we go down, we just have these two simple transactions that we picked up right from our statement. We need to add 2 cents, and we need to deduct $20. The result is $1,070.02. If we go back to our statement, we see the bank shows us with a balance of $1,070.02. So when we evaluate this for what the bank says, we're in full agreement with the bank.
So what are we to take away from all this? Are we going to use our phones any less? I don't think so. We're just going to use them more. But keeping a physical register will help us to keep in balance and to protect our money. As your financial situation becomes more and more complex, as you get involved with automatic deductions for insurances and for mortgages, and as you get into more transactions overall, it's going to be all the more important to stay on top of things. Banks are always going to have the upper hand. It's up to us to play within the rules to protect our assets.